Okay, so it's Friday morning, and I've been doing some packing because it's time to leave Armenia. I have 1 week to get to Tbilisi in Georgia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a taxi northeast to a little village called Aztec. And from there I'll be hitchhiking to the Georgian border. I will cross the border, and then there's another little village, and from there I will head east towards Tbilisi. This could end up being a camping trip for me, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, just to make sure that I'm on the correct journey, I've actually written down kind of the direction that I want to go. And yeah, this will just help keep me on the correct track. This here is actually how much money I've got in case the driver can't speak English. And if he can take me here to Ashtok or Bavra, and from there I would get to the Georgian border. And as you can see, like, I can't even pronounce these places, so I also wrote them in their language just in case I meet people who can't speak English. Okay, so I am here now in Gyumri, and this is where I'm hoping that the taxi will take me. And it's just a straight road up to Bavra, and that's where the border will be to Georgia. And again, it's just going to be a straight road. If I can get up to this village or town or whatever it is, put the sun to my back, and this will take me east. And it's just the one road, and you can see on that piece of paper I had this one written down, Polka. And then I'm going to try and get to Salka. Then from Salka I'll go here, and then into Tbilisi. That's the plan. Not sure if it'll take 1 day or 2 days, but I'm in no big hurry anyway. Okay, so after about 30 minutes on a taxi, it cost about €10. I've got to a place called Bavra, and this is where the border should be. And if I'm correct, Georgia's that way. So that's the way I'm going. It looks really beautiful here. And like, yeah, if I was actually stuck around here, I would have no problems putting up my tent for a night. And again, like, because I'm outside of the city, the people here are going to be really cool. But yeah, I'm going to go and try and cross the border. It should be that way. Okay, that's me leaving Bavra. Next up should be Georgia after border control. This place is beautiful. Wow. And I've only walked 10 minutes or so that way, but everyone I see is waving to me and saying hello. Super friendly. I don't know if you can see those mountains up there. Oh, but super gorgeous. Wow. Okay. This seems to be the customs or the border control. This was only about a 15-20 minute walk from that place called Bavra. So it's time to say goodbye to Armenia. Bye bye, Armenia. It's been super beautiful. Thank you for being a host. Okay, straight out of Armenia, they said, yep, goodbye, come back soon. We stamp on my passport. There's a wee duty free. Straight into Georgia Customs. Had to scan my bag, and now I'm in Georgia. That took about 15-20 minutes. And now I'm going this way to a place called Ninosek, I think. And then I'm going to head east up into the mountains. I think from here now I can actually start hitchhiking as well. Brilliant. About 4 cars have passed me in the last 20 minutes, and I haven't even put my thumb out for a lift. This place is just fantastic. It's really important when doing trips like this here, don't panic, because I have a few sandwiches, I have a bottle of water, I have a tent, I have music, and I have got a week to get to Tbilisi, which I think is 200 kilometers, maybe more, maybe less. This here is just fantastic looking. Okay, I wasn't even hitchhiking and the guy stopped and asked me did I want a lift. Also in Georgian, they didn't speak English. And he actually brought me, it looks like 21 kilometers. Brilliant. All good so far. Okay, I was just about to stop and have a sandwich and a car stopped and asked me did I want a lift. Of course they were speaking in Georgian, they didn't speak English. But he brought me about 20 kilometers and now I'm 174 kilometers outside Tbilisi. So far so good. Okay, just for hitchhiking tips, that was actually a town down there. And for me to start hitchhiking, I need to try and get out of the town. Because I've got a better chance of getting a lift. And look at the scenery again. If I'm correct, the road should be going up this way and I should be heading up into those mountains. Well, some mountains anyway. But for hitchhiking purposes, I'm getting out of the town. I'm thinking maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes down this road. And then I'll stop and have some lunch. I also checked the time, it's 2:30. So kind of like I need to be somewhere by say 6 o'clock. If I'm in some little village or something like that, before the sun goes down, then I have a better chance of finding somewhere and putting up my tent for the night. This is amazing. So beautiful. There's also a lot of forest here. So like if I do actually end up getting stuck, then I'll be camping. I also have my hammock with me. So yeah, and looking at the sun, I think I have another 4 hours, 5 hours before I even need to think about it. So yeah, just enjoy the view. Get a little bit of exercise because I kind of need it. Amazing. Okay, just walking down the road and another car stopped. He drove me about maybe 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers. He was a policeman. And yeah, he liked driving on the wrong side of the road. And yeah, I didn't have to wear a seatbelt and he was quite happy with that. But I'm going this way. But yeah, that's another maybe 10 kilometers done. I'm well pleased. This place is just beautiful. This is now the other side of the lake. I can't camp this side because I'm too close to the lake and there'll be too many mosquitoes. So if I'm camping tonight, it looks like I've got to get away from this lake. Okay, so it's now 4:30. I'm still at that lake. I just got to the other side of it, but I sat down and I had a sandwich. And I have some water with me. And there's a little bus shelter here. I don't want to go any further because I can't see any street lights. So walking in the dark would be a really bad idea. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand here. And any cars going past, I'll thumb them for a lift. There's plenty of space here for them to stop. If they want to stop and give me a lift. So, fingers crossed. Okay, so after I had my lunch and about 30 minutes later, a few cars, a guy actually stopped. An old guy stopped in a van and gave me a lift. But he was pretty grumpy. And if I'm correct, he was actually going further on up the road, but he just dumped me out here. I'm in a place called Polka. But look, it's beautiful. It's really, really nice looking here too. So, I went to the bank machine to try and get some cash. That's not working. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look for a cafe where I can sit down, have a cup of coffee, get my head together and see what the next plan is. There also seems to be more bus stations here. So yeah, maybe I can get a bus. I've got about 10 lorry, which is, I don't know, maybe €1 or €2, which might get me further up the road later on if there's a bus. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. And it's bye-bye Polka. Yeah, a lot of guys actually liked looking at my skateboard. My bag on it. It's now about 5:30 and I'm going that way. Don't know what's over that hill, but I think I've got about another 2.5 hours of sunlight. So I'll just keep going and hopefully get another lift. That's 3 lifts so far. Okay, I got 4 lifts in total in Georgia since I crossed the border in Armenia. And the last lift, the guy spoke really good English. And he was going to Tbilisi. So I'm in Tbilisi 6 days early. Brilliant. I'm about 10 minutes away from one of the hostels where I used to stay. So I'm going to go there now straight away and see if they still got a room for me. But yeah, well chuffed. Armenia to Tbilisi in one day. Good going. Great thing about Tbilisi is that the supermarkets are open 24/7. You can always get a bag of beer. Okay, and after that long hitchhike from the Armenian border to Tbilisi, I decided to spoil myself. I booked into a kind of like a small apartment that has its own cooker, sink, fridge, washing machine, even has a chill out area for my computer, air conditioning. It has everything here. Big bouncy bed, lovely, and a private bathroom, shower. This place cost me about £20, about €25 a night. I stayed here for 3 nights and I'm just about to leave. But the idea was that I hitchhiked so much in the sun, I was pretty tired when I got here. So staying here for the 3 nights just gave me my energy back. And now I'm ready to rock again. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care.